Coffee with Tim Black.
So, Kanye West, your friend and pal, the guy you love to hate, well, recently he had a meltdown in front of the whole world. And a lot of people are talking about it, and I'm thinking, you know what, let's look at this from different vantage points, because it is kind of crazy. All right, so he's on a tour, a St. Pablo tour, and he went on a rant. Now, this rant lasted like 17 minutes, and in this rant, he called out the likes of Beyonce, JayZ, Hillary Clinton. He says to Hillary Clinton specifically, he says, "It's a new world, Hillary Clinton. It's a new world. Feelings matter, because guess what? Everybody in middle America felt away, and they showed you how they felt." Yeah, they showed you how they felt. She didn't win the presidency. People wanted more from her. She didn't give them more. Instead, she went and got more money from her donors. But of course, you know, you can't tell that to mainstream America, because that's not what they want to hear. You know, the same people that were saying Bernie supporters were crazy when we were saying that the election was rigged are now saying the election is rigged. So these people, Kanye trying to reason with or trying to drop knowledge on, they're not going to be susceptible to it. He went on, he said a lot of people here tonight felt like they lost. You know why? Because y'all all been lied to. Google lied to you. Facebook lied to you. Radio lied to you. That's right, they sure did. See, this part of the rant I relate to, I understand, I get it, I believe it, I'll double down on it. Yes, they lied to you, and they will continue to lie to you. Right? Whatever they painted a narrative that Hillary was so far ahead, you had nothing to worry about. They painted this narrative that it was all good, it's hill time, you know, and nothing else mattered. And now we know that that wasn't true. The polls weren't right. None of them got it right. Okay, so yes, you were lied to, and they were filtering information to you when you did searches using Google. They made sure you got certain results that were favorable to Hillary Clinton. If not for that, maybe you would have realized early on that Trump was beating the brakes off her in a lot of places. It got more interesting. Kanye didn't stop there. He said, "Look, sometimes we've been playing the politics too much and forget who we are just to win. I've been sitting here trying to give y'all the truth, even at the risk of my own life, even at the risk of my own success, my own career." So a lot of people who are upset about Kanye West weren't just upset about his statements about radio, his statements about Hillary, but they didn't like the fact that he said complimentary things about Donald Trump. He said, "Hey, if I didn't vote, but if I had voted, I would have voted Trump." What's wrong with you? You know, unless you call Trump a racist and a KKK member and a Nazi and you know, unless you do that, people don't want to hear from you. Not on the mainstream media tip. Like that's what they want. That's the talking point that's been handed down. So now this is where it gets eerie, right? Kanye West checks himself into a psychiatric ward. That's right, he's in a hospital right now. Well, maybe not right now. I think he's going to come home and eat some turkey. But he was in a psychiatric hospital. They said he was suffering from dehydration. He had a psychotic episode. They thought he might become violent. He might hurt himself. All of this stuff. They said he checked himself in willingly, but he didn't want to go. But then he eventually, you know, decided to go. I don't know. What's the word for it? It's up to your own interpretation, right? We're exploring possibilities. We're thinking about what could have this be about. Is this about people saying, "Kanye, we coming to get you," or is this about Kanye West just trying to cover his backside? Or is he being reprogrammed while he's in the hospital? I don't know. They're putting stuff in his medicine? I don't know. Look, it's not crazy to think that this may be a bigger issue than we believe, right? Because I would love to say, hey, he's just a jerk, you know? You know, Kanye fans, you should be used to him ranting and raving for 17 minutes. You should be used to him doing this. This is what he's been doing his whole career, right? Coming out and making these political statements and talking about people did him wrong. And now he's talking about the radio industry, even though they made him famous. Now he's talking about how bad it is. I don't know. But I'm thinking maybe I don't want to be too dismissive, because this, when you buck the system, and you better believe there is a system, there will be a price to pay. There will be consequences and repercussions. Now, is that in the form of, hey, let's go ahead and sedate this guy. Let's get him back to talking about tennis shoes and designs? Or is he kicking the dragon a little too hard here and may have really created some enemies within the industry? Only time will tell, guys, as this unfolds. We'll see. If you see Kanye West no longer getting this Kanye West on, maybe there's something to it. All right, guys, I'm Tim Black. Thank you for tuning in. I think all people should have free speech. I think we should all be able to say what we want to say, and I will not be buckled. Like, I will not succumb to peer pressure who just want me to follow whatever MSNBC says or CNN says. Or, I'm going to tell it like I see it. In this situation, I applaud Kanye West for speaking his mind. It's a risk to speak your mind. I don't think he should have walked off stage. I don't believe you should just do 3 songs and be out. That's people's money. That's people's time. They got excited to come see you, and that's horrible. I hate canceling shows, and I do them from home. And nobody buys a ticket, and I still feel like that's not something I want to do. So I got a problem with that. But overall, man, the guy can say whatever he wants to say. He could say you would have voted for Trump. I voted for Jill Stein. I say that, I probably get booed too. In certain parts of the world or the country, if you say you didn't vote for Hillary, you are in trouble. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself some Tim Black Coffee signature blend by my friends at Black Mamba Coffee. Now, this is heirloom coffee beans, artisan, right? Family owned, washed, natural washed, okay? And you get no bitter aftertaste with this stuff, baby, okay? Not like the cheap stuff.